And returning to one of our top stories now, the Turkish offensive in Syria. So let's get some more analysis on this operation from Samir Hafez. He's the president of the Al Rai Center for Strategic Studies. Thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate your analysis. So perhaps one of the questions I'd like to start with first is, why has it taken so long for Turkey to have a stronger involvement like this in Syria? I understand that the attack on the wedding ceremony just a few days ago was a trigger, but this is perhaps the sixth major attack on civilians in Turkey by Daesh in the last year. So, and of course, we've also previously had mortar shells come across the border. So why now is this happening?
Well, really, I'm facing the same question several times. Why now? In fact, as I said many times, in other other people, I say that this was supposed to be done a long time ago. But to be frankly talking, the group which were the FETÖ group, which were trying to avoid letting Turkey be involved in this ISIS, it was the FETÖ group, which are, as we said, they have their coup on the 15th of July. Generally, there was a lot of officers in the army trying to avoid this invasion a long time ago because they were not even very well prepared for this. They wanted to overcome with a coup, and then they want to do this. So it was supposed to be done a long time ago. Plus, Turkey was always placing this security zone since maybe 3 years, and nobody was trying to understand it. But in the end, it looks that there will be a serious movement coming by PYD plus PKK plus ISIS just towards the west of what we call it now, which is under control of PYD, going towards the west and to Afrin, and then going to the Mediterranean Sea. So in the end, it was the last chance for Turkey just now to go, because it was supposed to be done long time ago.
So for people that don't understand the Fethullah Gulen movement, or the terrorist organisation which Turkey calls it, perhaps describe for us why that would be a problem in Turkey's fight against Daesh. I mean, for someone sitting at home, why would Gulenists within the military be part of the problem for Turkey actually taking action in Syria?
Well, this is a very important question. Gulen, the time that it was a coup, I just remember the film of James Bond, Dr. No. And Gulen, he's trying to overcome all these countries from the Third World and to put them under his control. And the major country, it was Turkey. He is trying to cooperate he is cooperating, in fact, with PKK and PYD too, just because he has a plan to divide Turkey and give a part of the west of Turkey to PYD and PKK and get rid of the problem and concentrate on the west of Turkey. This is his main target. So this is why Gulen, he was trying to be an obstacle from letting Turkish government, the local now Turkish, the Turkish government, from invading this dangerous situation which is coming from PYD, PKK and ISIS.
Okay, so we know part of this affront from Turkey is to cleanse Daesh from Turkey's border in Syria and to create this safe zone. But we also know, as you mentioned, the PKK and the YPG is part of a much bigger picture for Turkey's aims and ambitions here. Just paint the picture for people that don't quite understand Turkey's relationship with the YPG and the Kurdish forces.
Well, I would like to give you this point of view.
What is the threat?
Yes, let's see. There was nothing called PYD. There was always a PKK, and PKK was always having this problem creating since 40 years ago. Now the PYD came in a very short time, and they said, we can get rid of ISIS in the northern of Syria. In fact, they cannot, but they were trying to tell this, that in this case, when they get rid of the ISIS in this area, it means that they will be coming and replacing themselves with their supporters, replacing them, including the Turkmens and the Arabs, but they were always concentrating on what they are, what the supporters they are. So they were creating a federal government separated from Syria. This is a critical situation for Turkey because these are not well organized until PKK came and organized them. So this will be a more big trouble to Turkey in the future. So Turkey was supposed to act a long time ago, and now finally they did. Absolutely, it is not something that have been done in 24 hours. I think this is supposed to be 2 years ago. But this is why the problem of Gulen, he was trying to avoid all this and let the PKK and the PYD with ISIS to expand their properties up, down to, or north or west to the Middle East. Mm-hmm. This was the problem here because his staff, his officers, they were the obstacle of this movement since a long time in Turkey.
Okay, very complicated, but very much valued. Thank you so much for that. Samir Hafez, the president of the Al Rais Center, really appreciate your time today.